Hey friends, it's Kate from nature-tribe.org, and I want to show you what they did to the trees, the mature, healthy trees at the Winn Dixie on Harrison and Barna. Hey guys, so I'm here at the Winn Dixie parking lot in good old Titusville to see what they did to the trees. These were beautiful, healthy oak trees. They've been just chopped down. People used to park in these spots because they had shade. There were birds and insects and all kinds of things that lived in these trees, right? But now, a whole bunch of them have been just chopped down. There's one right there. These trees used to help filter the polluted stormwater that goes into the Indian River Lagoon. And this is only half of the parking lot. There's more trees chopped to death over here. So the developer said, the out-of-town developer as usual, said, well, the roots are messing up the parking lot. This is a parking lot that's never full, by the way. Look at the size of this tree. I'm gonna put my hand on it so you can see the size of this tree. I mean, it is really an old, wide tree. And they just chopped it off. Now, I don't know if this tree is gonna be cut, but it sure looks like it. They've certainly exposed all the roots of this tree. So, might die anyway, but you know, hey, it's Titusville, they may be cutting it. And here's some more. They've exposed the roots of this guy. Look at that tree. Look at that beautiful, healthy tree. This is a huge tree too. Look at the size of this guy. Here's another one. They just whacked through the roots. Dug them up. Because, you know, it was messing up the pavement, the concrete, you guys. Here's one. So, it's hard to say how many trees are gonna die here. It might be a lot. There's some more back here with the roots exposed. Right? Look at this one. Look at the size of this tree. I don't know about you, I live in Titusville. I've never seen this parking lot anything close to being full. So if a couple of these parking spots were messed up by the roots of the tree, they still had plenty of parking left. This is nice, I guess. Part of Titusville's homeless problem. We don't have a shelter because, you know, we don't spend money on stuff like that. This guy, all of these guys, all these roots. Yep, that one too. That guy goes way up there. Here's a couple more. And I'm not even sure what that is. But you can see the stumps of more trees back there. This tree, where they exposed the roots, That's a huge tree, and if you look right up here, the pièce de résistance, there's the nest of some birds or squirrels or something. They're gonna have to move. This tree may very well die, or maybe they'll cut it down with the rest of them. I don't see how it can be healthy when they've done this to it. Here's the back end of the Winn Dixie. I don't even know what's going on here, but you can see all the trash. I'm guessing this goes to the river eventually, right? This big old drain with all the trash around it. Isn't this nice? I'm really just amazed that a city that turned our tree mitigation fund into a beautification fund for Titusville, then they spent it on signage saying gateway to nature and space, right? Isn't that pretty? I feel like this could be beautified, whatever it is. Just big, ugly, dead dump of trash. Wow, and look at this. What kind of a city allows this kind of dumping? I mean, shouldn't there be a fine for this kind of stuff? Right? Look at this. Full dumpster. All the trash just flying around everywhere. This is the back of the Winn Dixie Plaza. Look how empty this parking lot is. Hardly any of these spaces are filled. They're all empty. Look how many parking spaces there are here. Right? So nobody had to kill any trees to give people ample parking in this spot. Right? There's no one here except the guys cutting the curb. Now I'm on the side parking lot. There's no one parked here because all the storefronts are empty. They're all for lease. Because this raggedy old building, look at this one, hole in the window. Here's another one that's messed up, right? How beautiful is this? How beautiful is this? That, yeah, makes everybody want to lease here, set up a nice store, a little restaurant. Don't think so. They even had to do it back here. I'm in the back now. Who's parked here? What did they need these spaces that the trees were messing up for? Right? There's no one parked back here. But you know, Titusville, we're a tree town, right? They keep telling us we're a tree town. Isn't this nice back here? And here's the thing, some of us citizens fought for a tree ordinance for more than 2.5 years. And then the city right away took credit for it. But the city council fought us tooth and nail. And they said stuff like, we can't stop development. We got to do what the developers, we got to give the developers something, as well as thinking about the citizens. And by the way, this is a vocal minority of people who want to save the trees, right? That doesn't represent everybody in Titusville. But you know, they know what the developers want because they're at every meeting, along with their lawyers and the guy who's the head of Space Coast Realtors, the lady who, or no, sorry, that's a lady. The guy who's the head of Space Coast Home Builders Association. Yeah, there we go. There's that parking lot where they needed to murder a bunch of mature trees because, you know, so many people want to park. Don't count that car, that's my car. So that doesn't count. But yeah, here's the lovely building that they thought they didn't have adequate parking for. There's only 3 things in here. I'm sorry, 4. There's only 4 things in here. But you know, we're a tree town. We're all about low impact development. Isn't that pretty? Many concerned citizens of Titusville have contacted the Titusville City Council members and asked them why this was allowed to happen. And apparently the answer is they said, well, they did not know that this was going to happen. But why didn't they know it? Why didn't someone who works for the city inform them that this was about to happen? And at least one very well-respected arborist said he would not do it. He refused to do the job. He wasn't going to cut these trees down because they were healthy trees. And one of the people that complained about this talked to City Council member Robert Jordan, and he said, stop saying we clear-cut trees in Titusville. We don't clear-cut. But look at this. This is the Brookshire subdivision where they clear-cut, they burned on site on a place that was actually a wetlands, which they filled in, and it's over one of Titusville's main wells for the city. So if this makes you mad, please share this video with everyone you can. And go to the City Council meeting tonight at 6:30 at City Hall. Because we have to fight back. They're going to keep doing this and doing this until we make them stop. Join us.